What's up, guys? It's time for the new updated tier list in Anime Last Stand. Sorry I've been posting for a while. I filmed a giant new to pro episode but lost the footage and I got depressed. Alright, let's quickly go through all of the new units, guys. So here we go, guys. So Toad Sage, he's going to be obtainable, I believe, from the new capsule. Then we have Virgil and Dante. And then we have, I believe it's Yurichi. And of course, we also have an Evo for Tandro as well. So we'll be going over all these on the tier list. I think I still have the time. Oh, actually, I never got him. Well, I guess we'll get him. There we go. So this is Tandro's first Evo. And then I believe he got a second Evo as well. Now, this is honestly not that bad to get. 200 Slayer Essence, Fire Essence, and the Sun Talisman. You guys can get this on Story Mode. So he's honestly a pretty easy Evo to get. So, yeah. Alright, now what makes him special is he has his ability effect, Solar Flames. So basically what this does is it's going to have enemies receive 50% of the unit's damage over 9 seconds. And it also, basically, it can stack pretty nicely. And his stats are honestly not that bad. These are his maxed out, cracked out stats. Not too bad at all. And he also can max that when he's upgraded, his stats get pretty insane. Because you have to understand, I mean, he gets this as well, which is pretty freaking crazy if you ask me. And he also has a pretty nice ability as well. And a little bit of complicated stuff towards that. But overall, he's a really insanely strong fire unit. That is quite a bit of damage. And you got, of course, you got to add in that plus the buff. It's looking really good, guys. Tandro is definitely a great unit. And for a Celestial, that's really OP. Also, guys, remember we're on the road to 1 million subscribers. So make sure you guys smash the subscribe button. We're trying to hit 1 million before the end of the year. Now, I will say Tandro is the worst of the new units, so let's go move on to the next worst, which is Yurichi. So Godlike Swordsman basically is a better version of Tandro in a lot of respects. He does have the same thing, and his damage is also quite comparable. However, this guy is an ultimate. And he also has some pretty nice passives. So Unit Info deals 25% more damage to enemies affected by burn type DOT. Very good. Every 3 attacks inflicts burns on all enemies in range, and his range is rather not too bad. It does start off a little bit on the smaller side, 31 range, but he effectively becomes a full AoE unit, so burn and solar flames at once is a very deadly combo. He also has some advantages towards bosses, so when a boss enters this unit's range, permanently applies Despair and Enhanced Fear to them, which is very good. And the boss takes 50% more damage basically from the unit. And there's another effect as well. So the closer it gets to him, the more cooked the boss gets. Maxed out stats, it looks like he's doing a little bit less damage, but that's mainly because he does get burn as well. But also look at that SPA. He has an insanely fast SPA. So overall his DPS goes actually quite hard. All right. And that's kind of why he's on this list, but Virgil and Dante are even higher. Now, this guy does have a lot of support capabilities, and I can see people using him a lot to smoke bosses, so keep that in mind. All right, so Virgil is honestly quite good. Fast SPA, stun unit, kind of a weird thing to have. And he does have this cool style meter passive as well, which kind of stacks some decent things. As far as max stats go, we'll skip ahead. Max stats go, damage is not bad at all, and he has concentration, which basically allows him to stack crit chance and damage very high, as well as stun. Now all this stun etc honestly kind of makes him not that great of a damaging unit, but overall he does have a lot of support capabilities, and honestly his damage isn't that bad. It's actually quite good. Because he does end up getting Mutilate and some other great stuff. So with his concentration ability, you can really stack up the DPS quite a bit. All right. So Dante has some insane stats as well. 1.25 billion, as well as this cool effect right here. Hopefully, let me see if it, real quick. And he gets that a little bit later on, but he also has, I believe that's Rupture as well. So overall, he's doing quite a bit of crazy stacked damage. Especially with double gun. Basically pretty cracked out, guys. Definitely gonna be one to have, must have unit in the game with hot swap, style meter. It's insane. So overall, this guy is probably gonna be your DPS king from this update, and he's a fire unit as well, so you can stack him with a lot of other units. So overall, this guy is definitely a must have as well. So honestly, all the units in this update are very good. and I definitely recommend getting them. So let's go move on to the official tier list, guys. So for the progressive tier list, let's take a look at the newer units, which most of them are fire. So Yurichi is going to be better for early to mid game, as well as Dante. Virgil is late game water, not as good for the early game. But he can actually still be used in the early game as well. Not bad at all. I don't think anything changed in the natures. So late, I don't think anything changed there as well. Dark, nothing changed. All right, muddy units, guys. Again, idle and Balma combo support units. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie, it's more for infinite mode, I guess. Overall, guys, everybody I know says use Gilgamesh. Gilgamesh is absolutely goated, and Sid and Ichigo are not bad options as well. And the new units are honestly up there as well, so definitely worth the grind in the new update. All right, here's briefly the Godly list. There's no new Godlies, guys, yet. There's a Godly this weekend / Monday / Tuesday. I will say though, overall, guys, Godly wise, Gilgamesh is the GOAT. However, Sung Jinwoo is getting that rework. So we'll be definitely checking that rework out when it drops. Very excited to check that out. I don't know if there's an infinite list, unfortunately. I believe that is getting reworked. As far as infinite mode units as the new units go, I will be honest, all of the new units have good potential in infinite mode, especially these two. So overall, yeah, these two are very, very good for infinite mode and honestly pretty much meta. So there you go, guys. Moral of the story is get all of the new units. They're all very good as always. And also, if you guys have time, I recommend getting Sung Jinwoo because he is getting a rework, which I'm very, very excited about. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Big shout out to the whole tier list team, and catch you guys in the next video and see you soon for the update. I believe we got a sneak for the update right here. So this is the sneak for the update. Now, I'm going to be honest, guys, I don't entirely know what anime this is. So I need you guys to comment down below if you guys know what anime this is. I really do not. I don't know. I don't know if they gave us any hints or anything. Frieren sneak. Yo, it's a Frieren update. Yo, Frieren sneak.move. Yo, I like it, guys. Oh my gosh, Frieren sneak. Dude, I like what I'm seeing here. That's gonna be the new thumbnail unit, guys. So Frieren is coming to the game. That might be Godly, guys. Is that gonna be Godly Frieren? I don't know. So we're getting Godly plus Summer Update Part 2. Very excited to check that out. This is gonna be the big banger update. If you guys don't know, ASTX is dropping very soon as well. I'm gonna be live streaming the ASTX update. If you guys want to check that out, I mean ASTX release. I'll be live streaming that, so make sure you guys check out the stream. Help me out by dropping a like on that as well, and I'll see you guys soon for the Frieren Godly update. Let's freaking go. I've had Frieren since she dropped in the summer update like last year.